Hello everyone and welcome to the pretty wild 2026 Nissan Armada NISMO, and this is a pretty interesting SUV to say the least. Upgrades, as I mentioned in our full tour review, we do have a minor power bump of around like 30-35 horsepower. Of course, the main features here are all of the crazy interior details and exterior body kits. Otherwise, definitely go check out that full video for a more in-depth tour of all the features in this cabin. This is going to be a more focus of our POV driving impressions of this large and very interesting truck that Nissan is now selling. We have a 9-speed automatic gearbox, full-time 4-wheel drive. We do have a high and low transfer case though, as well as an auto mode. It does kind of use rear-wheel drive quite a lot actually, to kind of save a little bit more fuel. We actually got up to 20 mpg this week of testing. And otherwise, let us head off. Now, we do have a really fantastic 360 camera system in this SUV. I mean, like really fantastic on both front and rear. There's so many wide views here, and you can even do this insane, like giant panoramic view over here that you can use while driving, which is pretty crazy actually. So if you're off-roading or doing something where you need this giant view of a screen in front of you, you can actually do that in this Nissan Armada, which is pretty nice. We have a pretty useful infotainment system as well, I would say. Really easy to touch. We have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is wireless. Lots of great storage in here as well. And I like all the nice tactile buttons for all the controls in this interior here. And we can even control our display over here. If I double press, can go up and actually control things like Apple CarPlay via our steering wheel here, or actually use our lower screen as well and kind of control some of the Nissan stuff there. But that's actually nice to use while you're driving, so you don't have to, be distracted and start reaching over and touching stuff. Driving position's really good in this truck actually as well. Lots of really nice tall sitting positions in here so you can kind of see all around you. And these windows are relatively low, which makes it quite nice. All of this we really loved in the Armada PRO-4X that we had last year. So a lot of that's really much carried over with this particular Armada actually. So that's nice to see. Automatic wipers as well. We can make a few different adjustments there of our intensity. Pop it into sport mode for just a second here to get a little taste of our twin turbo V6. Really strong power. So this engine actually, as I mentioned, it gets a little small power bump than a typical Armada. It's only around like 460 horsepower. I would like to see more for a NISMO model, but we do get a mildly retuned exhaust actually for this model. Some engine tuning as well to help it make a little bit more sound, a little bit more charisma, but I just still don't think it kind of fulfills that aspect here. It's really a heavily focused, I think, visual appearance vehicle in that regard. Otherwise, it's pretty comfortable, pretty nice, very luxurious actually. It kind of leans more into that characteristic versus, performance and sportiness. Coming to a stop here, I actually just put it in eco mode. We do have auto brake hold, which is really nice that you can deactivate if you want. Auto stop start as well, which you can also deactivate via this button here. It's not really intrusive though, so I haven't really felt the need to turn it off this week. And honestly, with how much fuel this car can use, if you are really kind of driving a little bit more aggressively, you might as well just keep it on at that rate to kind of save you some fuel there. It is a big, tall SUV. You will definitely notice that, but the adaptive air suspension, despite it weighing north of 6,000 pounds, does a great job in the comfort department here. Really soaking up bumps, especially with this large body on frame architecture here. I think that is really a strong highlight of this SUV. Now, I don't know how much it really helps in the handling department though. So Nissan has said they've improved the steering response and feel. Well, not necessarily feel, mostly the quickness actually. So you have a little bit more of a quicker turn in, but feel wise, yeah, there's not much feel going on here whatsoever. It's a big body on frame SUV, so I'm not really looking for that here, but for a NISMO branded model, I guess that would have been nice to see some little more enhancements there. But you definitely do notice it can turn in surprisingly quick, and in the corners, which we'll attempt to try to do in a little bit, it surprisingly actually is well controlled. I think that adaptive air suspension is doing a lot of work there. On accelerations, you do get a really nice strong turbo spool up sound, which I really like under the hood over there. So you can kind of hear that coming straight out of under the hood. There is some pumped in engine noise though, I won't lie. You definitely will also hear that in this Armada NISMO as well. And like I mentioned in our full touring review, we have a shortcut panel here where I can change my meter view back to a more traditional circular gauges here if you do prefer that as well. We'll pop out onto the highway here. Believe it or not, we can actually lock this thing into a manual mode, I believe. Oh no, we're already in it here. So we have 9 speeds to play with in this gearbox. Pretty quick, actually. That nice signature Nissan twin turbo V6 sound here. It actually holds gears, which is nice, so it doesn't auto upshift for you in manual mode. So if you really are intending on driving your Armada NISMO as intended with the NISMO name, you can. So it's pretty nice to see. Now, on the highway, this is where this big truck and SUV shines really, really, really well. This is where it kind of leans more into that luxury aspect of this vehicle, and what, you know, this thing's really based upon nowadays is with the QX80 or even the Armada Platinum. Sure, it can have that capability with like a Pro-4X variant of this truck, but they've really, really done a great job at refining this body on frame chassis to make it extremely quiet, composed, and really stable even out on highways and roads here. So again, this adaptive air suspension soaks up the bumps on the highway. You really do feel like you're kind of just gliding almost like on a cloud in that regard. And again, you have that great power for passing if you need. Really smooth. Pop it into, you know, eco if you really want to kind of extract as much fuel economy and savings out of this truck if you want, but you definitely will feel restricted in eco mode. It tones back the throttle mapping as well as the gearbox, quicker shifts, lower RPMs, and it really restricts the engine's power, I feel like, a little bit. If I really want to get on it, kind of feel like it has to kind of shift down a little bit, just like we saw right there. Another great thing about this truck on the highway here is we do have Nissan's pilot assist system here, Pro Pilot Assist. So we press our little blue icon there, we press set, and that is about it. You are now in our radar adaptive cruise control mode here with the steering assist. So let's see if it catches the lane here in a second. So we caught it there. So now we are in lane centering mode here, which we can deactivate via a press of a button right there if you don't like that. It's a hands-on system at all times. We don't have like driver monitoring as far as I can see on this interior here, so no hands-free assist. We did actually have hands-free assist on the QX80 with a specific trim there, so that is available on this platform here, but you don't get that on this particular Armada NISMO, which I think is fine. It wasn't the best system, I won't lie. So I don't think I'm missing out too much in that regard here, but it does work generally pretty well for a large body on frame SUV. I have found that these systems on larger vehicles sometimes can wander a little bit with the lane keep assist here. I did experience that just a little bit once this week, but it seemed to kind of correct itself relatively quickly. But otherwise, it's pretty good at keeping it centered within the lanes here, as you can see right now. And of course, it does open up this display over here for our pilot assist screen here, though you can just, you know, switch right back to your regular views here if you do need. And it is pretty nice on the highway here, just kind of keep it chugging along on the highway. So yeah, in this regard, this car is really comfortable in the space here on the highway. You know, in the more dynamic departments here for an Armada NISMO variant, it's kind of an interesting trim to have on such a large vehicle, on such a heavy vehicle. They've done I think their best to try to make it a little bit sporty in that aspect here, but at the end of the day, you can't really hide this kind of style of big truck body on frame, the weight and everything on it. It's always going to be there and always going to be present, so you will have to deal with that. But thankfully, you know, this car or truck or SUV in that regard really does great at carrying over those nice comfort amenities that the Armada is really great at in this current generation, and I am glad to see that carried over here, which is quite nice. Pop it back into standard mode for a second here. Yeah, I am really impressed with the power. For 460 horsepower, around 516 pound-feet of torque, it has a nice surge of power and a pretty decent sound. It's really not that loud though, but it's a little bit louder than the Pro-4X, which was quite muted. sport mode for y'all. Shifts are surprisingly quick for such a large SUV. I actually am pretty impressed with that. So that's also a good thing with this gearbox here, this newer 9-speed. It's also pretty smooth. I never really felt any gear hunting or any strange situations going on there. But otherwise, guys, wrapping up my week with the Armada NISMO, I don't know if I could recommend, or this particular trim. I really would go for an SL, or I would really go for an SV or the Pro-4X trim specifically. I think that's a really great buy. If you want something more luxurious, maybe consider the Platinum, or if you want to go from something really more purely luxurious, go to this platform's sister vehicle, the QX80 from Infiniti. That really kind of hones in a lot more of those luxurious notes of this vehicle. Otherwise, it's an interesting touch. I wish Nissan could, kind of really do more with the powertrain and performance. I could definitely tell you this engine has a lot more give to kind of get out of it as well. They could have tuned it a little bit more sporty, maybe added some more performance-oriented brakes or a little bit more performance-oriented steering here. But it's a unique vehicle, it's a unique truck. I don't know if they're going to sell too crazy well, so it could end up being a rather rare option from the Nissan lineup. So if you like standing out and like being unique, this Armada NISMO really is something for you. Otherwise, thank you for joining us on yet another full tour and POV drive at Allcarnews, and as always, stay tuned for more coming soon. Cheers.